Most couples don't have a traveling problem. They have a savings problem.
Today, we're going to show you how we save thousands for trips without going into debt. One of the first things we do when we save for vacations is we plan ahead. We know vacations is easy to overspend. It's easy to get caught up in the moment, in the excitement, because you are doing something. You're away from work. You're away from your normal 9 to 5, your normal life activities. But on vacations, you still have to have financial discipline. You still have to be able to stick to your financial budget. And so one of the things you have to do is, first, you have to know your destination. There's a big difference between going to Hawaii and going to Mexico. I'll never forget the first time I went to Hawaii with my mother, how expensive everything was. We decided we're going to cook some meals in order to save some money. But after going to the store, we realized, man, the cost of steaks is high. The cost of milk is high. The cost of water, everything is high. Even Little Debbie's is high. And we said, man, this is really, really very expensive. We're better off if we go back to the restaurants. And so know your destinations and all the associated costs. And then the second thing you need to do is give yourself plenty of time. You need time to plan ahead. Don't try to bite the bullet and pay for all your expenses at one time, because that's very difficult. Try to spread everything out on a monthly basis. Get your total cost together and then just pay on it month by month so that you are able to not having to pay for everything at once. It's very important that you enjoy yourself, because vacationing is about enjoying yourself.
Absolutely.
It's about having a good time. But you can also have a good time and still stick to your budget, still stick to your plan. And so remember, price is what you pay, but value is what you get.
I love it. I love it, because it's so funny that my Franklin gave you all that scenario when it came to Hawaii and Mexico. And even when we had went to Alaska, right? Like, we literally had to map out like all the different excursions that we wanted to do. And when we looked at like the sledding, like the dog sledding, and we looked at the prices, like, okay, that is not in our savings account, our vacation savings account right now. So, but we really had an amazing time. But let's be honest, family, is that most couples out there want to travel. You do. You want to travel. You want to go with your boo on celebrating your anniversary. You want to go to New York. You want to go to Los Angeles. You want to go to Paris. You even want to take your kids on a cruise or Disney, right? And so when we think about how we're wanting to travel and just spend time with our family, Franklin and I, one of the things that we did at early on in our marriage is that we didn't ask ourselves, okay, where are we going? Mm-hmm. Right? That's easy to ask. Like, where are we going? Where are we going on this trip? We had to ask bold questions around how are we going to pay for it? What can we do to be able to cut some things so we can go ahead and take a trip or celebrate our anniversary, mm-hmm. or to take our nephew and our daughter Isabella on those different trips. And so we did. We literally looked at, okay, restaurants, not going out to eat like 3 or 4 times a week, right? That alone can save you $100, right? I'm just throwing out some numbers. The next piece is subscriptions. We talked about that in one of our videos, being able to cut out subscriptions. That alone can be like $50. Mm-hmm. Then let's think about all of the Amazon packages, right? Because Amazon, you got the Prime, it's so easy to get to your home. Think about that, how you can cut the cost on that, and that piece can be $50. So when you add up those 3 different items, we're just giving you an example. That's like $200, right? Times that by 6 months. So say, for example, if you're going on your trip and it's 6 months later, times that by 6 months, that's $1,200. That's $1,200 that you can save for a trip. Okay. And then if you're trying to save for like a year, that's $2,400 that you can save for a trip. So what we're saying is that it's possible. It is possible for you to save for those trips. But in hindsight, you have to start asking those questions, not those easy questions when it comes to where we're going, because reality is that we already know where we're going, but how are we going to do it? What are some things that we can do to be able to cut back and to move forward when it comes to vacation? And that's not even the biggest thing is that Franklin and I, we're big on how can we show Isabella and our nephew Nicholas around how to be able to plan for it, which is what my husband talked about, how we can be able to save for it and travel. We want them to have those experiences. You want your family to have those experiences so they can be able to pass that down from children to your grandchildren to your great-grandchildren. That's a legacy. You're building a legacy. So we want to be able to tap into asking those bold questions, being able to plan for it, and then cutting out some things that you can be able to move your family forward when it comes to traveling.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, I know being on vacation, you have to have financial boundaries because that is so very important. Just because you see everybody doing things that looks fun and that you might have a life experience, that doesn't mean it's part of your financial plan or part of your budget. You have to have fun, but stay within your budget. I remember we was somewhere, we was vacationing and we saw jet skis and we saw all the all these different things. And we said, oh, that looks fun. But we did check out the cost. We said, nah, it's not really within our budget. Maybe we'll do it another time. And so, because if you don't put boundaries around your money will line dance right out of your pocket and into somebody else's pocket. So you have to make sure you have healthy boundaries, still have a good time, still, you can still have fun to do things. You may not do a 5-star restaurant. You may do a 4-star. You may do a 3-star, but you can still eat a good meal, have fun. You may do some dancing. You can still have fun and get some of the drinks you like. And so we're not saying that you can't have fun, but what we are saying, you got to have fun with boundaries if you're going to stay within your budget, because the last thing you want to do is get back from your vacation and all the excitement is gone. And then you're looking at your bill and your bill is saying, come here, I'm waiting for you. So you don't have that stress when you get back. And so that you really can have a stress-free return home. And so vacation, I love them. That's one of my favorite things to do. I know, baby, you love vacationing.
Absolutely. I do. I love vacations, but we also love to plan them too. Mm-hmm. And like we were just talking this morning and yesterday about our vacation and where we wanted to go, and we're looking at a couple of places like Aruba and Turks and Caicos. But it's all about the questions that we're asking each other as well. And one of the things that we are very adamant about, and what we want to tell everyone, is that you don't have to charge credit cards to be able to fund a vacation. You can save for it. Mm-hmm. We have a simple strategy. We have a simple plan that we use to be able to save for those vacations. And within that saving, we're also planning out the hotel price, the rental, the parking that you have to do, the tips, right? All of that is included. And so step one is to be able to have a clear goal. Like what's your plan? What's your plan on how you will be able to save for those trips that you're wanting to go on? So that's number one, right? And when we save for, like, baby, we saved for the Alaska trip, and it was our 10-year anniversary. And we really talked through on how we were able to do it, because you're talking about this Alaska trip. It was a cruise. It was $4,000. We kid you not. But within that $4,000, it was our excursions, it was the parking, it was all of the things that we needed to be able to do. And within that, we had a clear plan. We put it on our vision board. It's like, this is where we're wanting to go. And it was there. We put it on our vision board, and the price as well. So that was step one, having a clear plan. Step two is to be able to have a saving bucket. Mm-hmm. And we're talking about a high yield savings account, right? Go back to all the videos that we talked about. Go back to the video that we talked about when it comes to like an emergency fund and saving for big purchases. And this is the same, saving for a trip. And within that, you're going to have a high yield savings account that you're going to just have it automatically saved. So having it automatically saved into your savings account, whether it's $20, whether it's $30. We just talked about how you can cut out those Amazon packages, those subscriptions, and the restaurants. It's so many different things that you can cut out to be able to plan a trip so your family can be able to have a great time, right? Who doesn't want to have a vacation where you can just go and relax and experience and be booed up, and have your kids, right? And so with that, step 1 is having a clear plan. Step 2 is saving, having a high yield savings account. And we're talking about separate from your everyday spending. We're not going to mix that together, because when you mix that together, your vacation money goes out the window, which means you won't be able to take any vacations. Number 3 is automatic savings, right? We get it. Being disciplined is great, but when you can have an automatic save, it's a whole different ball game, because it's out of the way. You won't see it. It's just going to automatically go into that savings account. And the great part about it is you're earning interest on it. That's why we set up a high yield savings account. And so with that, we wanted to give you some simple steps, ways where you can go ahead and start planning for that vacation. And it's your vacation, right? Because oftentimes your friends or family will say, hey, let's go here, let's go here, let's go here. But if you haven't planned for it, if you haven't saved for it, if you're not asking the questions to be able to help you get to that trip, to have those experiences, you won't be able to go, or you're probably charged on your credit card, right? And that's something that we don't want to do. With that, we pray our video truly blesses you.
Please like this video, subscribe to our channel so you can see what's coming next. Your financial journey is better together.